when I come to the little towns, not the capitals, but the little towns, I just feel so deeply happy, because this is the real people. And if you don't stand by their side, they won't find someone who do it. It's about dignity. I don't know the word in English. Vida Digna. And it's about that, because they are human beings. And it's about that.
Since June of 2000, the Wheelchair Foundation has delivered hundreds of thousands of wheelchairs, free of charge, to those in need all over the world. With each wheelchair comes dignity, a new beginning, hope for the future. The foundation is now a growing presence in South America, where dignity is greatly valued and mobility is greatly needed. Over 100 physically disabled veterans of Colombia's military received brand new wheelchairs in a ceremony of appreciation sponsored by Rotary clubs and the humanitarian organization United for Colombia. Each soldier had a similar story to share.
I was patrolling and stepped on a landmine. There were some that I was able to detect, but this one I wasn't able to detect.
There were 5 soldiers injured, including me.
I instantly lost my entire leg, and I lost my arm from the hand to the elbow.
I'm now able to move around easily. It's a great help in me being able to get around.
We're very proud of each and every one of you, and really want to thank you for what you've had to go through to help make ours a better world.
The service to the country, that we can stand here without any problems, is because of them. If we don't watch out for these people, then why the hell should they lose their legs and their arms and everything else to watch out for us? We have to help them. That's our obligation.
Medellin and Colombia have suffered a lot. We have many disabled people because of violence, especially. Therefore, this help Mr. Kenneth Bering has brought to Colombia is very important at the right moment. It creates more hope in this country. Thank you very much.
Hope also comes from as far away as the Pleasanton, California Rotary Club, which has forged a partnership with the Wheelchair Foundation. Club members raised money for a container of 280 new wheelchairs and traveled to Peru to see firsthand the difference mobility brings. In Lima, they met with disabled veterans of Peru's armed forces who have sacrificed their mobility fighting for their country. These veterans have been unable to afford a wheelchair on their own. Efrain Morante is now 36 years old. On June 28, 1990, he was on patrol when he was ambushed. A bullet fractured his spine, leaving him permanently unable to walk.
It's algo que a veces uno no puede creer, no.
It's something that's hard to believe, to have a wheelchair.
Es algo como que si yo volviera a caminar, no, porque prácticamente la silla de ruedas para nosotros es indispensable, no, es algo bonito, no.
It's like I can't walk, and to have a wheelchair is an impossibility.
Porque sin una silla de ruedas prácticamente no caminaría.
Because without a wheelchair, I can't walk. And now I feel pride and contentment and happiness all at once for myself and my family. It's like having 2 brand new feet.
Una silla nueva, ¿no? Es como que tener 2 piernas nuevas.
preparing for our flight to Anahuena, and we're going to complete our distribution of wheelchairs that we started in Lima and the surrounding areas, and looking forward to a profitable visit.
Andahuaylas is a small town high in the Andes Mountains. Getting to Andahuaylas takes 2 days by bus or a 3-hour flight in a 1960s Soviet-made airplane.
At 6:30 we actually took off. A beautiful flight. Some of it's like a moonscape out there as far as the country, but then we started to see more agriculture and more civilization as we got close in to, and it was a very, very beautiful trip.
The Pleasanton Rotarians were met by Rotarians from Andahuaylas who had trucked in over 100 wheelchairs to bring mobility to their neighbors. This remote village has been largely forgotten by the rest of the world. Native Peruvians have been carrying on the same traditions for hundreds of years.
It's just a fantastic view, just the wide openness of the area. The air is so clean. It's just great. And the people are so friendly. They don't know who you are at all, but the hand goes out and the welcome is there. It's just great.
Most of the town turned out for the distribution ceremony, which marked a new beginning, the end of immobility for so many. The physically disabled encompass a broad cross-section of any society. The young and the very old. Men and women. Those who are blind. The helpers, and those being helped. But the gift of mobility is equally rewarding to the giver and the receiver.
Obviously the first time that they've been involved in something like this, and yeah, it was chaotic, but again, everybody worked together and it seemed to all work out. Here we are at the end of the day, all the chairs are filled, and you know, we're kind of ready to celebrate.
To see the smiles on their faces, the smiles on their families' faces, makes you just feel good inside.
When I was the provider for the wheelchair for the woman that could not walk and was lifted up into the chair by 4 other people in her blanket, that I knew that we were doing the right thing.
We can't stop now because we personally saw where the need was, and we personally had a hands-on project, and that is so important.
As sure as the need is there, the Wheelchair Foundation continues to offer hope and dignity to the people of South America in the form of brand new wheelchairs.
Even with all these problems that they have, they still have big dreams. Yesterday we interviewed a girl that even without having the legs, she wanted to become a psychologist. We asked her, why you want to be a psychologist? And she said, because I want to help people with disabilities too.
How will this wheelchair make your life better?
Now I can go to the library and go to school. Oftentimes before, I had to stay in the classroom because my old wheelchair was broken.
Being able to be useful, being able to work, having a wheelchair is the beginning of a change in life.
Their heart is still alive. They don't have legs, but their hearts and their minds are still alive.
When you care and you give them a wheelchair, you are saying, you are just like me, and you have the right to be here. And you have the right to be like me and to go outside. Because they are just like us. There is no difference.
I know what it's like not to be able to afford a wheelchair. This could be a person's companion for the rest of their life. Thank you so much for this gesture. I'm not the only grateful one. There are many, many others.